I think the ability to spend quality time with our family, our new family, has been really valuable during COVID. But of course, it was also fairly isolating in that we were not able to catch up with family and friends, or were really keen to meet Xander. Xander's our first child, and so, we're still working out what our family dynamic is, and COVID's actually provided a great space and opportunity to do that because we've had more time to spend together.
Australian Unity's annual report into the wellbeing of Australians shows that despite reporting a loss of income and elevated stress levels due to COVID-19, Australians maintained remarkably high levels of well-being. In partnership with Deakin University, and now in its 20th year, the Australian Unity Wellbeing Index surveys 2,000 people on their satisfaction with life, well-being, health and happiness. The latest results show that between April and May 2020, the majority of Australians reported feeling grateful for what they had in life, while expressing deeper empathy for others.
Despite it being a challenging year on so many fronts, Australians have been able to find some meaningful positives to draw on. The report shows that people have been remarkably resilient during COVID-19. The findings speak to the collective strength Australians show in the face of an emergency, as well as how adaptive we are as a society.
Despite 1 in 3 participants reporting a loss of income due to COVID-19, many families said they had enjoyed more quality time together. Improved work-life balance, living simply, and more time with family were just some of the positive experiences people reported during lockdown. Almost all Australians surveyed reported feeling a need to help others outside their family.
There is growing evidence from research around the world to suggest that these values can bolster our emotional resilience and enhance our ability to combat stress when times are tough.
However, it wasn't all good news, with many people reporting that COVID-19 impacted their emotional health and well-being. Adults who lost employment or experienced a significant drop in income as a result of the pandemic understandably recorded lower rates of well-being. The Wellbeing Index also found high levels of stress and increased home life difficulties in single-parent households and among adults under 35 years of age who were studying full-time.
The pandemic has highlighted economic and social inequality across the globe. It's those socially and economically disadvantaged who have a greater likelihood of being adversely impacted. For 2 decades, results from the Australian Unity Wellbeing Index have consistently shown that financial stability and security is just as important as health when it comes to someone's overall well-being.
Normally when people have a family, often there's support services through councils and parents groups and things like that help you connect with your local community. We haven't been able to really do that during COVID, and so it's been a more isolating experience.
These findings should be a reminder to Australians that we need to support one another through and out of the pandemic. It's critically important that we continue to support those most vulnerable in our society, people who have been impacted physically, economically and socially by the pandemic.
While happiness comes in many forms, this year's results remind us how our personal well-being is closely linked to strong relationships and financial security. Regardless of what challenges life throws our way, these factors help define our happiness, boost our resilience, and contribute towards our overall sense of real well-being.